like to add under administration, discussion on scheduling a closed meeting.
For tonight?
No. Well, it's to discuss, to schedule.
Any other amendments to the agenda? Hearing no other amendments to the agenda, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion to approve with the agenda amendment.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
A motion by Deb to approve the amendment, approve the agenda with the amendment to adding a closed meeting to administration.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor, signify by aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Introduction of late items. No late items? To the open forum, or anybody from the audience?
me? Okay. All right. It's me, I guess. So, the weight room update, okay? I'm gonna read this, wrote this. A beautiful gift to the residents of Middle River. The residents of Middle River have received a truly beautiful gift of this recently updated our community weight room. This project was not and has been possible without the generous support of several key organizations, including Hearts Foundation, Vital Foundation, Down River Foundation, and Red Lake Electric Trust. With those funds, this dream would not have been realized. A special thank you to Luke from Northwest Electric for running the electrical work, and to Blair Lund and his son for painting. Also paint glass interior, donating all the paint. Your efforts have been greatly enhanced our facility. I would also like to thank Teresa. If it wasn't for her to introduce me to her son and was closely working with me every step of the way, always updating and supporting me, this project might not have came to light. I'm deeply grateful for the Legacy Committee as well, for allowing this project to move forward and being involved every step of the way. To the Weight Room Committee, Eric, O'Brien, Deb, Zach, and Brenna, thank you for your dedication and hard work. Your efforts have been invaluable. A big thank you goes to the City of Middle River for continuing your support. My gratitude is also extended to Johnson's Commercial Fitness and to Marcos and his girlfriend, and I want to say her name. It's such a beautiful name, but I keep Ranju, who spent countless hours assembling the equipment. I am truly blessed by this heartfelt gift of equipment, which embodies the true meaning of this community. Middle River is always giving. We see this in every event, and we give from the heart. The second phase is we plan on mirrors, fans, and more equipment. Following the third phase will be the gym floor. Now, I hope I don't cry. Lastly, I want to thank my Heavenly Father, who has always placed the right people in my path and continues to remind me of to be a humble and kind. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for the guidance, this project, and many blessings always the way. Thank you again for everyone who contributed to this incredible community effort. And I also have to thank you, Deb. I almost give up on a lot of things I was doing here. And you came to, I don't know if it was a meeting or it was a legacy, and you just said to me, we need to get this weight room done for the kids. And I want to truly thank you, because I went home and thought, even though people maybe say things about me, I am here to really stand in front of you and say, I do things for the community. Not for myself, not for the pat on my back. I work hard. And I just want to thank you. Thank you, Deb.
Thank you.
lights.
I think we should say something, so. But yes, thank
It's
you.
also, this is also looking at me.
Perfect.
No one else for the public portion? Old business, it looks like we're out of old business, so moving on to new business. Fire department? Anybody's here? Mark? All right, look like you're up.
So I'm just want to check out on shelter here. First one.
You sure?
Yeah, you'll have to I just wanted okay if it's okay to do that. Some of those people want to do that. Is that
Legion
problem?
plan, right?
Pardon me?
That's the Legion plan,
Correct.
right? Yep. Yeah, so I guess like everybody's approval, you just need a building permit and like, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he met with the Legion on Monday.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
No, it looks great. And what the building permit is, I mean, the building permit's cheap, I don't know exactly what we established, but just make sure they get a building permit.
I think it's $20.
Yeah, and so much per thousand over, but I think you're under just under $20, you should be fine.
That's a good idea.
It looks great.
Instead of the tent every year.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, a few of us talked about it.
No, it looks good.
I think there'd be a lot of use by everyone.
Yeah. Who's fast, the food vendors are there, and they can put it,
Well,
And
That's
the
awesome.
concrete wasn't in the original plan to put concrete down, right?
That's what it looks like there, yeah.
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, no, it looks good, Mark.
Good to go then?
Yeah.
You need to make a motion.
So,
Okay.
I think it's in there.
yeah, you don't need a motion, just a building permit, so that will get that, you're good.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Yep, thanks.
Portland Club fireworks use of land.
Matthew?
Is this supposed to be a community club possibly?
Yes.
I was told sportsman.
Oh, okay. So the community club is looking at doing fireworks. Is the sportsman club looking at doing fireworks?
Well, I think maybe it's a,
Oh, yes, that's right, that's right. Okay,
No.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so for the community club, Goose Fest this year, we're looking at doing fireworks for the 50th. And the 501c3, the Sportsman's Club, offered, hey, we will pay through it, through the city fund, and that way we can run it under a 501c3, and that way it's a non-taxable entity. So they are willing to pay for it through their fund, as long as we have use of the land. Wish I had a printout of where the plan. Oh, you guys got that?
Yeah, pictures included in there.
Oh, good. Okay, so you should be able to look there and see roughly where they want to shoot off the fireworks. It should be like right field of the ball field, correct? You guys see that there? Okay. So that's where they're looking at holding it, which would obviously be on your guys' land. Around that, I don't know if they have the circle in there, but there's like a 75-foot circle around it. That's where we would look at putting hopefully the firemen agreed to come and help, and they would be posted around there. I can't remember the company that we're going through, but then,
Pyrotechnics, it looks like.
okay, and that's what they said is, we need a circle of these people that make sure it never happened. But of course, we're going to need, since it's on your guys' land, we obviously would need your approval before anything to have the ability to shoot off fireworks there. And this would happen the Saturday of Goose Fest. And roughly 8 o'clock, depending on when it gets started. Any questions?
Just the one, it's probably related more to the pyrotechnics, but under equipment and other, it says 3-meter electric match quick plug. That's not requiring electricity to be out there, right?
We could look into that. I don't, What, do you wanna repeat it?
Yeah, it's a 3-meter electric match quick plug.
Electric, and,
It looks like the cost is $50, so I'm just assuming that's not requiring electricity out to
So
the
they're
location.
just charging us.
maybe that's what they have,
Okay.
is some way to do it. We could see if they need electrical, that's a good question.
There's just no electricity out there.
Right.
I guess my only other question would be is, if it's sold to the community club and you wanna use sportsman club funds to pay for it, that doesn't work. So you gotta figure out a way that the sportsman's club is writing the community club a check or something.
No, we need it for the, really is for the tax.
I understand,
To save the
I understand, but you can't take money from, I don't know, Tammy and pay Matt's bill and qualify that way, you know what I mean?
Well,
So-
they would be the ones purchasing. The sportsmen would be the ones.
If then the invoice needs to say /sportsman's club or
Right.
something like that, you're gonna have to identify both parties if you're gonna use those
Right.
things.
Right.
That's all I look
Oh,
at.
that's what you're talking about, you're talking about
Because
the
it's,
invoice.
yes, because the invoice says sold
Yeah.
to community club. Well, you
Right.
can't really use sportsman's club dollars to pay a community club.
Right,
invoice.
right. Right, the invoice would need to be billed to them.
And or maybe, or something, so either or, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, and I don't know exactly, because if they were going to use the funds from, community outreach fund, would that actually need to be billed to you guys in order to pay out of that fund? That might be it as well. We're not exactly sure.
Yeah, to figure it out with the company, or whatever, I'm just saying it's.
But again, if we don't get use of the field, then
No, you're
none of
good.
this would matter. so-
We can make a
Right.
motion on that now.
Right.
I'll make a motion to allow them to use the field for the fireworks to celebrate the 50th Youth Fest.
You got a motion by Josh to approve the use of the city ball field for fireworks for 50th Blues Fest. Second by Deb. All in favor, signify by aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
That's awesome.
I did.
I did.
Check with Verna on how the sale of signs were done,
Right.
because that was paid out of that fund, but I do not remember what name was on that invoice right now.
Yeah, we'll do a little digging into it and make sure, and then, I'm sure we'll talk with Teresa to keep you guys updated. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
There's
Looks like
also a
there's a
second
Blues
part of
Fest
that,
credit.
Terry Lawrenson was in, and it's the same spots, I guess, that they always close on. In between the old co-op and the bank, close out temporarily by the alley by the river, and close out all day by the bank and Luncheon Park, and Blues Fest prep. It's the same sections that they always set up every year, so she just wanted to make sure that was fine still to continue to use this year. It's at the very back of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, she asked me, she's in my office, so I said
Yeah.
to ask about it.
Is that all the Blues Fest related items? I think it is. Douglas Insurance.
That'd be Mid River Agency. Being it's fresh on my mind, make sure that your pyrotechnics company has insurance.
It'll
And
be
gives you a
awesome.
certificate.
Okay, good, yeah.
Because the city cannot get insurance for fireworks through their regular policy. We would have to shop that out. But I assume it's, I'm assuming it's not true.
I think it
$5 million liability.
Super, super, good to hear. But do ask for a certificate of insurance specifically. And they'll know about that. All right, so in your packet, you should be, have some insurance information. I sent out what this year's, each vehicle in each building, the coverage and the cost of the insurance is for each one. If you want to look at that at your leisure, I think you've seen it before because we did use it right after we got the renewal done last year. Then the next pages would show what the increased coverage is on the buildings. Inflation rider does apply. I do not know what the premium is, of course, yet. It's an October 1st renewal that we're getting started on it, so we can make some decisions. there's any buildings that you see that need to be changed, updated, taken off, whatever it may be. The shelter that I just heard talked about, that will not be a city-owned building, is that correct? Okay, no problem there then. And we did get the new office liabilities set up for the new location, as well as a little bit of contents coverage there. That's added to the current policy.
Mike, if I could interrupt just for a second.
Absolutely.
There's hopefully going to be a new picnic shelter up at the playground.
Okay?
That will probably have to be covered.
Yes. If you want to.
Yeah,
sure.
we want coverage.
So yeah, I'll just need to know your cost of construction basically, and we can go from there. When is that happening?
This fall.
We're on go for one right now.
What?
Go for one meeting.
Oh, so shortly after that?
So I'm assuming for Goose Fest you want it up, is that the idea? Yeah, cool. So yeah, just let me know. As far as the vehicles, if you look at that schedule, same thing, gives you some ideas of what the considered value is on them. You may want to review some of that with the departments involved, the fire department, and of course the city. There's two of the vehicles that have what's called APD plus. If you look at that column, they say yes. That means those are replaceable because they're new enough, replaceable with a brand new unit of the same caliber of what you have. So that is the one trailer and then the 2015 Chevy pickup. So I don't know if you want to make any decisions tonight about some of this stuff, or if you want to wait till either next month, or if you have a special meeting, I'd be happy to come back and discuss it then also. Like I said, we're a little bit ahead of the game here, but I was hopeful that if we can make decisions by the next meeting, or before the next meeting, I could actually have the quote by the next meeting. Otherwise, the quote will happen in between time.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys want to do. Oh, I wanted to point out too, on the Legacy Center, if you'll take a look at that one. If you guys remember, the league did agree to cover it for 50% of what they needed to be the replacement value. They did increase it with an inflation rider. And keep in mind that your regular policy has a $5,000 deductible. This one has, the Legacy Center has a $25,000 deductible in order to keep the premium more reasonable.
So the replacement cost is 3.6 million.
That's 50% of the replacement cost.
Yeah, it was 2 point something last year.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'll have to see what's on the sheet.
Can we take on the contents now with the city offices in there?
Well, some, but it was, so what else is out of there that the city would own? Like, assuming some of the gym equipment and things like that. The library, of course, that I'm guessing was on their own, or if they aren't, it's part of that. That number is just an arbitrary number. You tell me what you want there.
I understand.
Oh, last year was 3.5. So
We were shooting for like 2.5.
we were trying, but I didn't go that low. And of course, if later down the road here on this agenda, if there's a sale, we can approve it. Any questions that you guys have on that?
Percentage-wise, what are you seeing as an increase?
You know, it's hard to say because the league is very reasonable on what they do. Typically, our increases have been around 17%. That includes the increased coverage as well as the rate increase. So, like I said, the league does a real good job for all Minnesota cities, and they keep the rates as low as they possibly can. But if you guys tell me if you think these numbers are okay, I can set it in that way and we can quote. We can always change that quote too if it comes in too high or.
Well, I think these numbers are fine. Just the construction cost of the shelter, get that added.
Yep.
So if we send you over the quotes for that picnic shelter, then you can just take those numbers and look at it.
Yep. And what are you guessing a picnic shelter is?
Well, last meeting we approved it,
9, 5, and 12.
I wanna say like 22 or 23,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And then
yes,
With picnic tables, basic probably on like 23,000.
and of course, the picnic tables would be part of the property note, and we'd be overly concerned about that, especially with 5,000 really up there. So unless you have a payment of 5,000, so.
And the way we're equipment is like 18,000? Yeah.
That probably offsets the contents then by just moving the city offices, or putting that in, so probably kind of status quo between the two then, I guess.
Yeah, I think we did 20 grand on the
Yeah.
contents.
Right, so we about right.
Okay,
Make a motion to tell them to move forward with these numbers, with adding that.
I think so.
okay.
Make a motion to move forward with these numbers.
Motion by Deb to move forward with the numbers provided to
Second.
Douglas Insurance, second by Josh. All in favor, second by aye.
Alright.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, and then I passed out some work comp information with Teresa's help. We've got the work comp renewal done. Basically based, of course, on payroll, except for the quality requirement is based on population. So if you look on page 3, you'll note that the population says 1,162. Teresa and I both questioned why that number was there, and so I found out finally today that it's based on the population, the estimated population of the fire department service area.
Some townships and all.
Yeah, so I can't argue with that number, it's got to be fairly close. And as you can also see that, fire department is the second highest cost for you on work comp. Obviously, a more dangerous profession. On page 2, there's a number of options that you can choose. Regular premium or a deductible option. If you look at what the deductible save you, I highly suggest you do not take deductible. It's also a pain in the butt to work with, is you have to pay the legal Minnesota City back to take deductible. So if somebody would like to make a motion and pass that one, then an authorized person can sign this, and I can give this one back to them already.
I'll make a motion to accept the workers' comp quote.
Motion by Josh to accept the workman's comp pool, second by John. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Any other questions about insurance for the city?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Next on the agenda is a library contract. Looks like it's pretty straightforward. I don't say, do you have anything you wanted to add to this at the time?
I think so.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the library contract?
I'll make a motion.
A motion by Deb to approve the library contract,
Second.
second by Josh. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. CJ Benson for the tractor pull. I don't think he's here, but he did come to us, was it a year ago or roughly
I
about
want
this?
to say like January, February maybe?
It seems like it's a while ago, yeah. He wants to move the tractor pull up to the football field.
Correct, yeah. So I've been in contact with him a little bit. He called me a couple weeks ago and asked to get it on the agenda. He said he'd be here if he wasn't harvesting. Well, he's harvesting. He said he was gonna speak with the community club, but I don't know if he cleared it. He did clear it, so I guess what they wanna do is Sunday, instead of doing it along 32, they wanna do it at the school. I guess, there's a lot of seating there, so it's probably a pretty good deal. He said that they would make a donation for using the field.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make a motion for that to approve the tractor pull to move up to the football field. Second by John. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Motion carries. Passage.
Next in the packet is the Minnesota Management and Budget Pay Equity Report Violation. had a chance to take a look at this?
So does this mean, okay, so by September 10th, the date by which adjustments must be effective? So date of non-compliance notice. So when did we go on, not, do you get back pay? I mean, how does that work?
It doesn't go into that pay. It just has to be completed by a certain time frame, otherwise the penalty is, I think it's $100 a day off of local government aid.
Well, to me, we almost should have a budget meeting, because we almost have to find a cut somewhere. And we have till September 10th, so we should probably do the budget meeting scheduled pretty soon. I am, for my first time, but I'm not sure.
Josh, Brian,
Yep.
Anytime next week.
Next week's bad.
The 19th, we have the rodeo. Other than that, I think I'm fine. How about the week after?
How about the 29th, a Thursday? Make that work? You won't be around? Won't be the 28th.
Next weekend's like a big weekend, so
I could probably do next Wednesday, actually.
21st.
Thoughts?
A lot of paperwork.
Thoughts?
It's a lot of paperwork
To do before.
Right, so maybe,
How will I get the paperwork in that much time? That's,
Right.
it's a lot of paperwork, right, a little bit of time. But we can shoot for next month.
21st.
first, 22nd, whatever.
Which is good, Brian, can do too, but
Then go ahead and table this thing until after that meeting.
okay.
Tom Super called and he wanted to see if it would be okay for them to do a street playing slab and football field to drop flowers on September 27th around 5 p.m. That's Friday evening. For the kickoff of the set, for the, yeah, for the set.
Friday evening. Do
5
what?
o'clock,
Do what?
street playing slab and football field and drop flowers.
No, it's not flowers, it's flower, it's flower.
The flower?
Yeah, white, yeah, like flower.
Oh, well, he just said flowers. I was like, okay.
I see, I read that until it was the, so I said it's flower,
Flower.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Big difference.
Yeah.
So John is saying there's 3 or 4 planes flying with a sack of flour and then
No, then you gotta put it up.
to try and hit a bullseye on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't give me
Yeah,
all
it's
that
like a-
information, so.
It's like a volunteer
Volunteer, it's,
contest.
Kurt Newman.
Yeah,
I've
Kurt.
seen it, he's put it in, he's seen it before. And it's going to be a Middle River Community Club, Sportsman's Club, and then the emergency.
Okay.
So it's just for an event, a spectator
Yeah.
thing? It's
Yeah.
not a contest or anything?
Well,
Get the contact
it's-
from the people that are playing.
Yeah.
To the government.
and then whoever gets closer to the bullseye.
Okay.
How big are these bags of flour?
Yeah. They're just little.
Like a 5-pound bag?
No, it's a little 1 pound bag.
So we mean toads full of them?
Is there a side bet since?
I think there's the opportunity.
They're gonna
Yeah.
be, yes, they're gonna be seconds.
It's a small, they're looking at doing like 4 pound, it's called a 4 pound paper sack, so what is that? What, yay tall, yay wide, and just a little bit of dyed flour in there, so when it hits, it creates some sort of, mark. Of
Breaks
some
the
sort of.
bag.
Interesting.
Now watch
Yeah, it
it.
breaks the bag, exactly.
Hopefully it breaks the bag.
Not like a big, like a solid flour.
And that
As far
was
as
flower
the-
pots,
the
I thought it was
spectators
flowers,
go,
so like roses or something.
For the
Okay.
safety aspect of this, is it gonna be fenced off in a certain spot? I don't think they can probably hit
I-
the bullseye right on.
I have not talked with Kurt to see what his plans are. We can talk to him on that and have him, or have him come in and talk to you guys. I don't know if he's around right now. He might be able to make it.
Kind of, not the kind of, here's a football field, spectators over here, and they're coming in like this.
Okay. From the north or the south or?
Well, whatever, yeah,
Yep.
they're going across the field.
Right between the goalposts.
And it's gonna be.
So they aren't going over, they aren't flying over the spectators.
If we don't need
Right, I
any more
don't-
liability
I don't-
insurance, I support this.
We should be talking about.
Yeah, I think you're right, John. I'm assuming you've talked with Kurt or.
They're flying about 300 feet above ground,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Well,
But we can come back to you guys if you need more information, just let us know, but.
I guess if we have a motion to approve this
Good way to go.
flower drop, with the understanding that everybody will be as safe as possible.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
There's been a motion by Josh to approve the flower drop,
I'll second.
and a second by Deb, all in favor, aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Good luck, Tom, in your flower drop. Next up is the sweeper delivery fee, we're gonna table that for now. Address that at the next meeting. So next is the G Works new pricing. Looks like there's a slight increase here from 23 to 24. Sounds like there has been some research as well to other software companies that do similar activities, are all right around the same ballpark. I guess I would recommend continuing on with what we've got, just for ease of use and familiarity.
So UV Max is sold to G-Works, and that's who they're partnered with them basically, but now UV Max is going away and G-Works is taking its spot. So it is gonna be a little bit of a different software program. There's many clerks searching for other products, but I think they're all it's expensive right now. So I don't think they were looking at the right price. I just put it for an example, 2023 was $645, in 2024 was $687, and now in going forward 2025, it's gonna be $19.
Oh, I didn't see that number.
But it looks like they might have a way to pay online, we're gonna have to go to that third party person that we're using right now, that camera, they log in or whatever, like that, it might be easier to pay online.
So cheaper maybe?
Yeah. And unless they see something that comes across in some other towns, like this is the best thing possible, I don't know why we would want to change.
So when does this go into effect?
I don't think we have to do anything until December, but it doesn't look like.
October 1st, December 31st?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have, the different towns that we use, I think different sections, so they can switch over, so I'm not sure where they're all place.
I almost wonder if we shouldn't put this in the front of the budget committee.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year, we didn't renew it until January, so table for budget meeting.
Yep, that's it, we'll have it for the budget. Moving along to the legacy topic, lease and sale of city property. In the binder, there is some information from the league. I don't believe we're looking for an answer of a lease or sale tonight, just more as informational.
I did print this off on my webpage and leave it to Sandy and Tammy and let Deb know that it was out there so she can look at it too.
we have a better answer with this after we can get an attorney retained for some legal questions and how to proceed. If everybody's okay with that. Replacement of the B and B manager. That be Sandy coming? Or,
Yeah, I'm just here to answer questions and try to make things easier. I think she wants to know if she can like put it on the legacy webpage or stuff, you know, saying, you know, see if there's interest in somebody taking over.
I guess I don't see why that would be an issue.
And then it's kind of a matter of who vets, you know, wouldn't it be awesome if you guys had several different people that were interested? Would it be the city, or would it be the legacy committee that would be working with in the future, that would be, you know, kind of putting things together and
Right.
having a meeting? How do you guys want to do that?
Hopefully we have a better understanding in 50 days or so when we see how fundraising is going.
Right.
I mean, I think,
October.
yeah, I think, my opinion is it would be a lot better if the legacy committee spearheaded it, if that was part of their revenue.
Do you guys want to wait that long, before getting started on trying to get somebody in place?
This fan's really loud, sorry,
She wants to know if you want to wait until,
as far as the Airbnb goes.
yeah.
I'm not in favor of changing hands more than one time on this, I guess.
Oh, is that what you meant?
No, I meant, do you wanna wait until after October, before we start trying to find somebody?
No, absolutely.
Right, okay,
Go
so-
for it, but I think that if, my opinion, and this is just my opinion, if there's a group of people that come together that want to run that building, whether it's the committee or it's another group of people, well, this is now part of their revenue. The city can't be going, hey, we're gonna run this Airbnb though. No, we don't want to lease that space back from them.
So you guys think the best way moving forward would be to put it out there that we're looking for a new manager,
Right.
and then have the committee kind of.
Select them.
Yes, go through the process. That's what I'm trying
Yes,
to find out. So then we can
100%.
start on that now instead of having to wait.
Yeah, I think that would be the best approach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys need to get in on any of the meetings or structuring of anything, or are you okay with letting the committee handle that?
Well, as far as the Airbnb goes, I don't think so. I mean, because we're gonna have our meetings for structure and.
We should be brought up to speed at the time that we
Yeah.
meet.
Okay. I just wanna make sure we're doing it the right way, so we don't have to backtrack, you know what I mean? So then the legacy center, the legacy committee will put out there that we're looking for a new B&B manager. And, we take applications and discuss how we're gonna do that, and then we'll
Right.
kind of keep you guys updated on how that's going.
That sounds really good.
Sandy, how long does the process take to do a transition?
Honestly, if someone was a go-getter and interested in learning how to do it, like right now, they could, I mean, visit with them, they could open up, because I'm still hosting through November, but they could keep on long-term folks, and then we could come to an agreement of how we work together for the next couple of months, you know? And then they would still be bringing in that, the revenue, right? Because right now it's pretty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Just a side note on that too, Teresa reached out to Nordic Inspections for us and had asked some questions about things we discussed at the last meeting. And Lars was not real impressed with the, air monitoring device that Sandy had ordered. I went online and we can find the exact same one that he used to rent. So Sandy's looking at renting that. It's like $300 a month. If she, or it goes by, you can do it by the day, the week, or the month. And there's like 3 different rental places, and it's the exact same model that he used. So then we could see what the air quality is over there and we can match it against the one she bought to see if they are in any way compatible. But we at least would be using the one road inspection.
And then what did we speak about at our meeting last week? The signs. So talking to Teresa and going through kind of the emails that had gone back and forth between, between the League of Cities and what have you, it sounds like it's up to you guys, the council, how you want to do the signage. Because I think it was both the B&B and the church that had kind of said like, listen, our people aren't being exposed, they're not going into any of the high-risk areas where there are air quality problems. Do we have to have those signs up? And I think it kind of gave you so that you wanted to contact the League of Cities. And Teresa had gone through the emails that she had with the cities and said that they basically already answered that question. It's up to you guys. Is that something that you guys feel comfortable making a decision on tonight?
Well, with the health and safety factor that's involved with it, we have an attorney approval hopefully down at the bottom of our agenda. I would feel more comfortable throwing that question his way. Just because we've had so many different responses from previous legal counsel of the league, the guy who had a rental place at the league, there's just so many different answers out there. And if we have one on retainer, I would feel better with his answer.
Well, and I got to read some of the answers, and like the League of Cities guy, except Mark, was like, I don't even think we need to tell people that there's an issue coming into the B&B, which, I mean, I've already done that. But, yeah, it was, and then, of course, if you ask an attorney's always gonna say, cover yourself. So, in the end, it's really up to you guys as to how you want to move forward.
Well, in my opinion, the Airbnb part doesn't need signs, because she's worn them already. But what I'm concerned about is if they are going to the gym, they are crossing in front of all these other rooms that are flagged. So don't.
But they're not actually going through any of the rooms that are flagged, they're just using the hallway.
I guess, yeah, just for safety concern, whether there is one or not, I agree that we should have an attorney on retainer before we make that decision, whether it's next week or just not tonight. I guess, I back him on that.
And especially with the air quality controller, that would put my mind at ease.
Right.
And that we could have next week.
Okay.
Because the one rental place, actually one was available in the cities tomorrow. But we have to have somebody either go there, they'll ship it to you, but I thought my husband would be there, but he's at the Twins game today, so I didn't get to go.
But yeah, and I have, our monitor is up at the Airbnb site and looking good so far, but if that's not one that is, people are gonna stand behind it, they wanna use the one that everybody agrees is.
Do you see any numbers on that one at all? Is there any reading on it?
Yeah, so far, I guess I took a picture of it, and so far everything is in the green for, but I mean, it measures particulates and it measures, lots of different letters and numbers that I don't understand. And then there's an alarm that'll go off if there are issues, so. You guys need me for anything else?
I want to say thanks for the youth group though, that was awesome.
Oh, yes.
They like doing that. Well, I shouldn't say not every single kid loved it, but I had a couple of kids that were like, they're like, you can do this all the time. But, because it's so satisfying to watch everything get cleared in a really short
It looks awesome.
period of time.
So how
They're
far are
gonna
they
come back
going?
maybe more.
Are they gonna go all the way behind the football field? How's that?
I told them that they were going to, and they're like, oh. I think that the plan is just to get them together when the kids have time on Sundays. This Sunday's the 25th, I think they're gonna get together for the weekend. We move up my truck
Thanks, Sandy.
Sandy.
And next on the agenda is the attorney. Should have a little email in the packets as well. Sounds like this current firm does represent Red Lake Falls, the city of Oakley, and the city of Thief River, so they have working knowledge of city practice as well as working with the league and then different cases, so I feel like it'd be a pretty decent fit for what we need here.
What
That's my
did we,
opinion.
sorry, what did we pay hourly for,
I never paid him one time, it was actually 50 or whatever.
oh,
So I don't know how many, if that was 1 hour of work or 2 hours of work.
so this
We
may.
did reach out to somebody else, but they weren't even compliant, so it's kind of limited. We need somebody who has municipal history, because it's pretty detailed on how that stuff, so.
I guess like every experience that I've had with this law firm, they're reputable, they're good, they're close to us, so it's not like you're paying mileage for Moorhead. It's Thief River Falls.
And he's willing to come to meetings if we need him to. They attend every Red Lake Falls meeting. Obviously, every city's gonna be just a little bit different in what they want, but
But they'll charge us $2.35 an hour for the meeting.
Correct. I mean, once again, opinion based, I was never overly impressed with our last attorney, so based on that situation and the putting us in a tough situation by not giving us any legal representation on a pretty serious issue, I would make a motion to hire Sparty's law firm as to represent the city of Thief River.
I'll second it.
motion by Josh to approve moving forward with Sparty Hazy Law Firm, second by John. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. I guess I should have mentioned before, Josh, that there's no retainer fee, which is an outlier.
It's just as needed.
Staff reports, administration.
It's just an update on phone call, just for your own, so you know.
I think that was Matt. That letter, is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
and he did, we already talked about it too, when he called me down. So it's taken care of.
So what did you say, Eric? I mean,
Yeah, if you guys want a rundown of it, we can definitely talk about it. I'm
I
fine.
like, I tried to
Oh.
search this up and I couldn't.
Oh,
find it.
yeah, yeah, I'll talk about it, Teresa, you go ahead and jump in whenever you're ready. Young gal, her name is Patrice, I can't remember her last name. She come by the store and saw a litter bug in the front. The litter bug, she found offensive. And so, and I can't remember exactly what it was, some sort of art. She had,
Sambo?
yeah, she had compared it to Sambo art. I gave her the background of what the litter bug is. The litter bug is made by Fox Plastic Industries, Fox, Minnesota. They used to be, from what I understand, they used to be around all over the place. Those little ladybugs that you throw the garbage into. It sounds like they had a federal contract at one point, which they were going to go into all these state parks with these litter bugs. They were going to put them all over. Turns out, if you throw your cigarettes in them, they start on fire. So the federal government chopped the contract with them. I think the business went out of business sometime after that. But anyway, yeah. So that's what it is. It's a ladybug in front of the
It's
store.
like a thing from the 80s, basically, right?
Yeah, 70s, 80s.
70s, I said.
Yeah, 70s, 80s.
Before your time.
It was before my time.
But yeah, so I just explained that to her. I told her if I happen to talk to somebody who says, hey, this was designed to be a racist slogan, that I would we would, as a store, we'd look at taking it down then, but as of right now, just with its history in the area and what I believe it's Ladybug, we're not gonna do anything as of right now, so. But that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, but that's where we're at as of now.
Would we be able to ease her mind or?
Yeah, I think, after a while, it turns out, she's living in Beaver Falls. She has a boyfriend there. I don't know who it is, I didn't ask, but he knows me or knows of me or knows at least one of us. And like he told her, there's probably no offense but she did not feel comfortable talking to us about it right then, so she called Teresa and left a voicemail, and I'm not sure if she called again, and that's how she got in touch with you or an email. That's something to that effect, but that's how we were notified of it. And I called her after that. She seemed to be fine, so I told her though that if she had any more questions, feel free to call.
Tell her when we meet if she has any issues, if you talk to her again, I guess, but we're gonna support our tax-paying businesses.
Well, like I said, if you guys find anything out about it that I don't know, you can
Right.
go ahead and let us know, but as of right now, I think it's all right. So.
So crazy.
They did name another one too.
Okay.
I remember that.
I just think we're just having a fight with last one.
I think that has the history of
This is just an update on the Mary Lefkowitz. This is the furthest that we've ever gotten now, is that Fidelity gave us a fax number, fax, their third-party tax preparer, in order to ask them to correct their tax return on their part, because they should not tax it. So, this is finally, me and Taylor from Phil Thompson, since this is really hoping that this is going to actually get us a phone call back to somebody who knows what they're talking about in regards to what taxes they're taking out, because it's been nonstop.
Yeah, that's
No,
almost
we're
$15,000.
not getting any help at all, so this is the first thought. So I just wanted you guys to know that that's kind of where we're at right now.
Awesome.
Thank you. And then Deb, you wanted to talk about a closed meeting?
I would just like to have a closed meeting, with, full legacy, well, not with full legacy, with, full council, city employees and maybe 2 representatives from the legacy center, so that we can talk about some issues that have developed, and I've been accused of 3 or 4, misbehaviors that I would like to address as well. So that needs to be a closed meeting. So whenever we can schedule one.
Or maybe we can have a closed meeting with them, with Legacy. We, as a council, can have one with our employees.
But they're an extension of this.
They're an extension, but I don't, you'd have to look into the legality of that, but I don't think you can.
We can ask our new attorney.
Yeah.
You can.
Check with them. And we can wait till Brian's around, so he's not going to. I just wanted to have it on the radar.
In the future,
Me?
The only other thing I had is the local government aid that came through. It looks like it's not much different from last year, 2025. So we're at 104, and it was real close to 2024. So that's all that was.
and some Mankato colors.
We only get this once a year.
They split it up, it's just two payments.
Moving along then to maintenance. Okay. Mower wheel get fixed?
With that,
The mower wheel get fixed?
it's at the shop.
When are our summer help done? We have a couple weeks left.
One is done next Friday, which is just school. Following Monday, and another one will be done Thursday afterwards.
Cleanup week's next week.
With that,
Cleanup week is this fall.
you can make both of your for that.
Good deal.
Anything from Public Works? David?
No, he was here, but he didn't have anything to add, but I was just still checking into those passings on 32, those man
for Linda Riggs, she, used to live, Hart, Linda, over, the first house passed away. Her grand, yeah. They sold it, and the people that bought it, I don't know if they live there or not.
John might wanna drive around and make a list, give it to Teresa, so she can get on it. You're busy.
Oh, the maintenance list right here, still waiting on that, so it's easier.
Okay, we need that, I really didn't see that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's windy today, if I look at
Now I was in the garden, between the deer, the bunnies, and the mosquitoes, maybe we ought to have some more.
We're on to the approving of last month's minutes. I think the first one will be July 1st.
It was a joint meeting. Did Deb Zag send you any financials today?
Yeah,
Okay. So does that like have to be amended and put into this piece here?
the first,
For this, yeah, for this grid you have here. Okay.
This is what she emailed.
Well, here, no, there's two here. Deb.
Oh, there's two.
But that might not work because that meeting was July 1st and this one was August 14th.
it.
Yeah. And I do believe that grid with the three columns, that foundation, piece was accurate at that time, so that was those numbers were probably good there. Cause that was June 31st.
Think of this one, Deb?
Yeah, those numbers on that, far right, those are the numbers you put in that grid, cause I think that says of June 31st.
Yeah, it's dated June 31st. so.
so I'm gonna add the June 31st numbers to the July 1st meeting.
Yeah, that would be the most accurate.
At the time.
Yeah, at that time. I make a motion to approve the July 1st minutes with the amendment of adding June 31st foundation numbers in.
Motion by Deb to approve the July 1st joint meeting with the amendments of the June 31st legacy financials.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign. Carries.
So after reading the minutes, that shelter is 22,000.
Okay. You don't have enough size, do you?
28 by 28.
Post frame shelter with 10 north, that helps?
Yeah, 95 in concrete, we're 12.5 in the structure itself.
What's the location?
Playground up there, yeah.
Playground and the basketball. clarifying as to what that actually means, that the money that was transferred out of the legacy committee or city fund to the general did decrease that number down to 64.
What page are you on?
Second page.
July 10th?
Staff reports.
Yeah.
Third page.
So that for, and Teresa does awesome notes, awesome minutes. But when looking back for other things over the past years, other minutes were not kept very well. So I think moving forward, we need to make sure we're making our minutes as clear as possible, because we won't be here forever.
Okay, so where do you want to add that? First paragraph of motion?
I would say, well, maybe even under, because there was a second motion made by Brian for the other 9,000, right?
Yeah.
So maybe right after that, just clarifying that it meant that it was transferred to the general, that which decreased that amount then from 94,700 down to 64,000. I haven't seen that. You have it, right, Teresa?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. We'll make a motion to accept the July 10th, 2024 meetings with the changes mentioned.
Motion by Josh to approve July 10th regular meeting minutes with the amended changes regarding the general fund transfers. Second by John, all in favor, say aye. All opposed, same sign.
The meeting was 4:30 that day?
Friday.
I make a motion to accept the special general council meeting minutes for July 26th.
Motion by Deb to approve the minutes for July 26th, special joint council meeting.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
would say to, just for clarification, where it says Matt S., it should say Matthew Strumset. Matt Schaumburg. Make a motion to accept whatever date this is again. 31st, is that right?
Yeah.
Motion by Josh to approve July 31st special meeting survey reading with the amended spelling and correction made, Matt S. to Matt Strumset, or Matthew Strumset, and then the back page for the transfer under 2024 to the general fund.
I second it.
Second by Deb, all in favor, submit an aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
So some of that's all squared away. The legacy Summerville, that is for, fuel oil, or is that for the backup? Or what is that for? Propane for the water. So I thought I had heard some, talk about one of our generators that down. That Dave said one was needed to be fixed.
There's a pump that had to
Dave Brown?
be fixed.
Is that the pump?
Oh, yeah, that one's at the lift station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that been fixed?
We haven't said anything about it.
the backup on that? Will we wait, John?
Worked on earlier.
Okay, so we don't have a backup right now?
I don't think so.
Takes that.
Make a motion to accept the financials.
Motion by Josh to approve last month's financials,
I'll second.
second by Deb, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. No late items, so we've come to the point of the meeting where we could adjourn.
Okay, John, you'll have to make the motion. Unless you're not done yet.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by John to adjourn, and a second by
Yep.
Josh. All in favor? Aye. All opposed, same sign. 1960.